All right, some of our noon games have gone final and includes number 14, Florida State. 6 touchdown favorites over East Texas A&M. That big win over Alabama last week. Tommy Castellanos wide open to Deuce Robinson down the field to put Florida State up 14-0. That's the longest pass of Castellanos' career. Worth another look. Next Florida State drive, 1st and 10 from the 42. Quarterback looking down the field. Another bomb to Robinson. One-handed catch. First 4 throws, 4 for 4 for 148 and 2 touchdowns. Florida State would go on to win 77-3. Robinson 5 catches for 173 and 2 touchdowns. Let's jump ahead to the 4th. 70-3. Zay Parks taking the handoff. And again, that big margin of victory for the Noles, their largest in school history and 2nd most points scored in program history. Florida State scored their first 7 offensive drives of the game for the first time in program history, and 63 or more points in a game since 2013. They did so against Idaho. Hey there, folks. I'm Tommy Tran with your post-game report with the Killer Bees, Bryant, McFadden, and Beanie Wells. Guys, so let's start with BMAC's Noles, coming off fresh that win over Alabama. Heavy favorites over East Texas A&M. Easy to say what stood out to you, BMAC, but just give me the whole lowdown of what you saw today.
Just the sense of urgency, because they had an emotional weekend last weekend beating Alabama, especially in the fashion in which they did. So I wanted to see exactly how dialed in will the guys be. Will they come out a bit sluggish, or will we see lack of execution? But none of that surfaced in today's matchup. The rhythm was there, the sense of urgency was there, the physical mentality was there. That led to a really, really impressive win. Granted, you played against a team you're supposed to beat, but what joy is there when you don't take advantage of those said opportunities? And the most important thing that I saw today, last week, was about the ground and pound attack. They ran the football around the yard, but what we saw today was the passing rhythm surface, along with Deuce Robinson showcasing that he is wide receiver 1. I can tell you this much, guys, if you take 0 off his jersey and put 1-3, he looks just like Mike Evans. I mean, the measurables, his skill set, and just being a sure-handed guy surfaced today, along with Tommy dialing up dime after dime after dime. Impressive weekend there for the guys in Florida State.
No doubt an impressive weekend. You have to love it. You know, them coming off of that emotional victory last week versus Alabama and coming out and kind of making a statement saying that wasn't just a fluke. You know, granted, it's versus East Texas, but to put up 77 points versus anybody is an impressive stat. And, you know, I love the way Tommy Castellanos played. He commanded the offense. He made big plays. He was decisive in his decision, and he dropped dimes. And then you talk about Deuce and Singleton, both of those guys, you know, doing some incredible things today. Florida State, dare I say it, might be back. Might be back, B-Mac.
We never left. We just had a bad year.
Well, easy for you to say that. You get it from the outside. And then we've got Kent State, of course, which, again, they'll be heavy favorite. Yeah. And down the road, Miami and Clemson are certainly looming again for this Florida State team. But, again, they did their business and win big time, 77-3.